Hey, what's up? This is Todd Smith. I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I'm starting my eBay store. I hope to have my eBay store up and going next week. I'm hoping by Monday morning. I'm going to start off selling video games, musical equipment, high-end kind of electronics, and nerd collectible style stuff. My first real investment was buying a bulk of kind of old school nerd collectibles and video games. This right here is a good portion of the buy that I took. There is some other items you won't see in this video that I got in the trade, but I bought everything in bulk, so I got some fairly good prices on everything. As you can see, I have a slew of old school NES games. All these games, they move fairly well on the market, and I got them really cheap, so I can actually pretty aggressively price them and still make a good profit because of how cheap I got them on the bulk buy. Right here we got a fully boxed Primal Rage. I don't know if you remember that thing. This looks like this guy's gonna jump out and just destroy you, doesn't it? I mean, this game was a classic. I think you could fart on each other. And then I got a bunch of loose Sega games that, again, I got really cheap, and I'm gonna make good money on just because of how cheap I got them. All this stuff I can price pretty aggressively and again make some money. I got some GameCube games, which is nice. I would say the highlights out of the GameCube games are definitely the Metroid and Lord of the Rings. They're gonna be worth the most, and Metroid is actually worth, I think, extra because it has a bonus disc. I don't know if I can see that. That was a whole separate game, so that actually will yield me something pretty nice. And then actually in this trade, I got some comic books. The kid just had comics laying around. There was just a few of them, so he didn't really ask much for any of these. He had a Wolverine, a Max 1, Spawns, which I love, and I'm not sure if this Deadpool is going to move, but I literally got that free, so it really wasn't a risk to me. I think this, again, he threw in. I don't think I paid anything for that because I told him I don't know if this is going to move and I don't even know if I want it. And he's like, oh, just have it because you're buying all this stuff. So that was nice. These I did pay for, really, really cheap. DS games seem to move fairly well on eBay. So getting those on there, I didn't mind paying really cheap prices on those. Everything, again, I paid bulk. So, I mean, I in order, I would say I probably paid about $1 each for most of these games. I think I got really lucky. I think he was hard up on rent, and he needed rent right here, right now, and he couldn't get to any other place to sell them. So yeah, I got a really good bulk deal on this. And so I'm going to price these fairly aggressively online. I think the most expensive, from what it looks like, trending game I have is actually Gunsmoke on NES, and that goes for around $14 or so loose, fairly consistently. So, I mean, I should see some pretty good profit margins from this first buy. I think the guy was really tied up and he needed to pay rent, and it was really ride or die time, and I just happened to find him, which is great because hopefully I helped him pay his rent, and he'll help me kickstart this eBay transition into my future. So I'll start taking pictures of all these tonight, and hopefully by Monday morning I'll have the eBay store going with all these listed, and then I can start listing some new items, and I'm also going to show you everything else that I buy, and maybe start to show you, if this works out, how I approach this and how I start my eBay store if I can get it successfully going. Until next time, stay positive, stay creative. Peace.